And we are live, back at it again, with Dungeons and Dragons, some would say. Except it's not! It's session 4 of Tribute Coast, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Oh,
Welcome back. Welcome back. We're going to jump straight into it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and my young friend Yamdo is often to say, and I take pride in uttering those words. I welcome you back to another fantastic night of Dungeons and Dragons.
there it is.
Here we are. Here we are. So, what the heck? Is Rhythm Bot messed up for anyone? Oh no, weird. That must have been something with the volume. It was like being scratchy for me.
Yeah, it does that.
Yes, so thunk, Ordo, your arms. Is it Ordo or Ord? Out of curiosity, what's the shortened of it?
The shorthand is going to be Ord.
Okay, Ord. Ord, you feel thump as this light weight lands in your arms. You look down at this huge red mohawk of this now confused goblin, quote unquote. The Rorg the Mighty has fallen from his pinnacle of strategic advantage up on this upper shelf level of this road that you're on, and he has landed in your arms. He now is looking at you. You see in his eyes a bit of confusion and a fair bit of terror as he realizes quickly that he is not in a good situation. The beetle, who has been charmed by our animal companion Yamdo,
Yes.
is more or less confused as it was beginning its pace down the side of this wall, but as Rorg lands and Rorg voice is I remember he goes, for a second he's terrified. He goes, "Kill him!" And the goblins release these two rust monsters who start scrambling down the side of these walls, and you see as the goblins step forward, ready to take action. What do we do?
Ord, just like Rafiki, holding up Simba in the intro to The Lion King, is going to hold up Rorg, all the while chuckling to himself. How the mighty have fallen. And he would like to appeal to the goblins, I guess, and the rust monsters in this case.
I love it.
But again, holding this giant armored paladin, holding this goblin, essentially like a small pug or a cat, just arms dangling out.
Give me an athletics or a just for the heck of it.
For sure.
As Rorg is
Y'all,
going to
this is where
escape, I'm hoping that this does.
This is where the low roll pop up.
We love
18, dude.
We love it.
Nice.
You used all of those last week at the Goblin one.
Whatever,
You're right. Yeah, now it's nothing but high rolls tonight.
Yeah, whatever Ord's saying, I'm using minor illusion to just bump his voice up dramatically.
Nice.
Right, how do I address these? I've already forgotten the name of the mountain. I'm sure it's in the notes in here somewhere because I wrote all this stuff down.
The mine is the
Staglodor
you're in
Mines.
the Staglodor Mines, yes.
All right.
So you so did you say something? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm getting ready to. Yeah.
Okay. So the goblins all above you, they look down at you with and you hear the stretching as these bows are drawn. Unfortunately, these rust monsters do not seem to have like the same sort of pacing and control of these goblins, and they are coming down. They are moving down to attack. So we are going to roll roll initiative at least on these guys.
Oh, this is problematic.
Get it.
And these you hear skittering as these things clamber down, and all these goblins who are standing up here with their bows drawn, they're looking down at you and they're looking at Rorg, and one of them starts to chuckle, and then they all start just laughing, and they're all just sort of chuckling and laughing to each other as these rust monsters are going to come down this hill. Did everybody roll? Yes, nice. We're going to go descending here. And Sawyer, you are up first as these rust monsters climb down this wall in front of you.
I'm sort of like behind Ord, like half using him as a shield.
Why are the turn orders like decimals?
I believe that's actually...
I think it's to break ties.
Yes, it is to break
Yeah,
ties. So
it's
the
a break
second number
ties.
is your dexterity score, I believe. So it's just to be a
Oh,
tiebreaker.
just never
Yeah.
seen that before.
I,
Okay.
I I don't know why it does that. That's new to me too. So
I can turn it off, but I thought,
well,
No, it's
Lola
cool.
doesn't have a second number, which is weird.
Even. We love it.
15. So yeah, I'm sort of like using Ord as a bit of a shield but I'm peering over to look at the coddled goblin, and
The one
I
that
look at him at
Roar, you mean?
Rorg.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm gonna look at him and say, "You really want to play this game?"
Oh shit.
He was squirming. He is squirming. He's like trying to get himself free, and he looks up at the goblins, and he goes, freak! I gotta sit and remember his voice for like 2 seconds. Every time I want to like say something, he says, "Hey, God, shoot these idiots!" And and all the goblins that they sort of nervously look at each other, and one of
Oh,
them steps forward, and you notice he stands out a bit because the left side of his face is like Braveheart painted blue, right?
oh
And
man.
and he looks and he puts his bow down. He puts his hands on the edge, kind of leans over the edge, and he's like, "Oh!" And this other goblin goes, "Oh, Roarg, looks like you've gotten yourself into a little bit of trouble this time." And you see Roarg stop flailing for a minute and kind of look up at this guy, and Roarg goes, "If you know what's good for you, you'll just shoot these idiots." And the goblin up with the blue painted face, he says, "You heard him, boys. Let's shoot him." And all of the goblins
Oh
are going
shit.
to loose arrows down on you guys.
Yo.
Two
Whoa!
of them, these two shots are fired at Roarg.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh well.
Oh, fuck. Two arrows. One embeds deep into Roarg's thigh, and the other one right into his chest. But he is not dead though. Ah, he yells, "You!" And the
Is it
other,
is it too late to actually use my fighting style?
no,
To
what is it? Of course not. What is your fighting style?
protection to impose a disadvantage if possible. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Never mind. Can't do that because the other creature has to be within 5 feet. I thought that was I got that confused with the interception thing. That
Hold on, wait. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you.
Oh wait, then yes, I did
Yeah,
read
yeah,
that
yeah.
right.
You got it. You got it. Yeah, you got a shield too, right?
Yeah.
I love this.
Nice. So they get disadvantage on that. Both of those shots. Fantastic.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my god, it's so good.
um where
I
is
need some
Rourke's
flavor. I need some shield up.
uh
Blocking.
Yeah.
am I you Kyle can do it. Kyle can do it. It's his shield block.
So again, initially holding Rourke like Simba here, like a small dog. Um, as soon as Braveheart Goblin and the rest of them, you know, like as soon as they show the signs that they're getting ready to just like effectively execute their chief or their king in this case, Ord being Ord, ducks Rourg, much like a football, just underneath like the arm, like right against the ribs, and just whips the shield out right in front of them. There's the thunk thunk of the two arrows hitting the shield, and just very very casually, not even breaking eye contact with the goblins up on the ledge, just kind of mumbles under his breath to Rourke. Seems that you're not very popular around here.
Oh shit.
Um so the other two goblins fired and one is Yamdo with a 17, the other one's Lola with that 24 crit.
Oh shit. The 17 hits. The 17 hits.
So you and both of
Man.
you guys have to make Constitution saving throws.
Hell
As
yeah.
when these arrows penetrate into you, you feel this searing pain associated with it.
When I see that arrow going through
Oh,
and see
No.
that Lola is kind of far away from the group, I'm going to catch that arrow and force the reroll.
Okay, nice. So that 24 gets a reroll. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, was a 14 hit?
meets it beats it.
Oh, 5 piercing. I guess reroll a Yeah, fuck it. Reroll a Constitution save. It's a different shot. Nice. So although you definitely there's no doubt in your mind that these arrows are poisoned when they hit you. Typical of a goblin, you think to yourself, as but as these goblins have fired these arrows, they the one with the blue face, he says, "Oh, you can enjoy your time with your new friends, Rourke." And that was Rourke's voice. Sorry, I'm getting it all mixed up. And he laughs, and all the goblins disappear over the edge, and you can hear them. You hear some snarling as they mount their doggo mounts, and you can hear them leaving. But did Sawyer ever take his turn? I don't think so.
No.
Then go. The rest monster is still here, and Rourke's beetle is still here, although it
Hell yeah.
mostly is entranced with the Emdo and is just standing on the
Yeah,
wall.
like while all that was going on before we got shot, Yamdo was just like with his hands up in front of the beetle just saying, "Easy girl, we friends." And I'm just
Out
trying
of
to
curiosity,
yeah.
tell me about Yamdo's spear.
Yamdo's spear, it's just a wooden, it's just your basic wooden spear made out of a thick olive branch that, is native to
Branch.
olive branch. I don't even know where I got olive branch from.
Where you're from? Okay, bro. Fine.
It's,
I'm gonna put that one in the weird backstory pile, but all right. How about it? Is it tipped? Is it got a stone tip or?
it's got a stone tip like in the shape of like an arrowhead.
How convenient. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sawyer, what you doing, brother? What you doing?
I punch him in the face.
Oh
Who?
shit.
Rourke.
Oh, okay. That actually hits. That definitely
Hell
hits.
yeah. So that's just that's
Like a 1d4 plus your strength
not,
modifier.
Not even. If unless you have like martial arts or something, it's just 1 point of damage.
Ah.
Plus sneak attack, 6
Oh,
points
whoa.
of damage. So it's sort of like a sneaky poof punch right in the fucking nose. I say, all right.
He says, you asshole.
Are you ready to talk nice? Or are we still gonna have a problem? Because it looks like all your friends just left.
He's going for weapons that he doesn't have, and he looks at you, and then he
I
looks
just
over his
slap him in
shoulder,
the
and
face a couple times.
he's looking over his shoulder up at Ord. Sorry, I keep saying Ordo, and then he looks back at you, and this big smile comes across his face, like, yeah, I'll talk.
All right, put him down.
Now, are you going to do anything? So I don't. Maybe I didn't iterate correctly, but it's your turn, and these rust monsters are very much so like coming at you guys. Like this is combat.
I hate to say it, but we do have these other creatures to deal with currently.
You can't tell them to stop attacking.
Those are fucking insects. We keep them in wooden cages.
I'm gonna.
Oh, hold on,
bonus
wait.
action.
Hold on, just a second. Hold on. And he turns, and he's. Did you put him down? Or are you still holding him?
No, I'm still holding him. He's stuck like a football right now.
Okay,
He's not going
okay.
anywhere.
Then he leans his head over his shoulder as I'm assuming you're back facing Sawyer. Also, I think you kind of you somewhat like turned a little bit when you protected him, and he kind of looks over his shoulder and he goes, "Oh, monsters, stop attacking! These are my friends." And he looks at you, so he goes, "Oh my, they're not listening to me today. I'm so sorry. I don't understand."
I'm gonna telekinetically shove the one on the left into the ground.
Hell yeah.
Must make a strength saving throw. Wow, that was a short ambiance track. I didn't realize it was only 10 minutes, but that's okay because we're gonna get maybe a little bit of brief D&D battle music too going. How about
Ooh,
that?
we love it, D&D battle music too, baby. Wah.
Classic.
Wah.
No, it's not. D&D battle music 1 is fuck. I keep doing that. D&D battle music 1 is classic because it's the first thing that comes up when you search for fucking D&D battle music. Because I was thrilled when I found 2. I was like, wow, these guys are gonna be like have their minds blown when they see here 2, dude. Anyway, yes, he must make a strength saving throw against this. Yes.
Yeah.
He got a 12. So what happens?
You're knocked prone.
Okay, the one on the left is knocked prone. Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Excuse me. Wow.
End of my turn.
Yamdo.
Hell yeah, dude. That thing is knocked prone, bro.
Yep.
Oh my
It
god.
even wasn't even all the way down, so you hear as it falls on its back and legs flailing in the air.
Hell
Right
yeah,
itself.
dude. Hell yeah, dude. I take my I equip my spear. I've got it in my hand, and I've got it in my
Equip my
left
spear.
hand.
Pull it out of my inventory and drop it in my hand slot.
I've got my spear in my left hand, and on my with my right hand, I'm gonna go ahead and pet the beetle, and I'm going to say, good girl, I protect, and then
All right, well, it was your action to pet the beetle and your bonus action to talk to it. Next person. Go.
No, toxic, bro,
Just
toxic.
kidding. Just kidding. JK's.
Hell
JK.
yeah, bro.
Just kids.
Yo, bro, he's just joshing, bro, and we're gonna go ahead and whack this beetle. He's prone, so I get advantage. Yes.
I think maybe even crits. I'm not sure exactly what the rules are. I'm gonna look it up because it should be in this old compendium right here. Combat: being prone. Conditions: prone. A prone creature's only movement is to crawl unless they want to stand up. Disadvantage and attack roll against creature. Advantage.
Hell yeah,
it's
baby.
Just advantage.
If you're
Just
within 5
advantage.
feet, yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna whack him with advantage. There it is, and bada boom. And we're gonna go ahead and bonus action, monk unarmed, baby. Let me just go ahead and do that. Oh, let's do it with advantage.
Oh yeah, I think I updated the sheet.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
There it is, bro.
Well, you updated the character sheets.
Yeah, I updated them now so you can like toggle advantage and disadvantage.
Oh, nice, nice.
It sort of got kind of weird and annoying, like always having it. So.
Oh, you stab into this thing and ugly, pale insect blood comes out of your stab wound, and you take advantage of it. And I'm not sure what's your unarmed strike. A kick?
Yo, bro, we're just kicking him right in his ribs, bro.
You get gooey insect blood on your foot.
Yeah.
And it's Ord's turn.
Hell yeah.
Well, let's see. Right now, I've got this former, I guess, yeah, former chieftain. And we have rest monsters everywhere. So Ord's gonna kind of like untuck Rorg, and still holding very firmly to him, is gonna kind of like bring him up to face level. And just say real quick, if you value your life, tell us how to escape this place. Otherwise, I can't promise I'll hold on to you much longer, and I might throw you towards that one over there. And he points at the rust monster nearest Lola.
Well, one of his hand goes up to his face and he touches his nose where his nose is bleeding after he got punched by Sawyer. And he looks back at this rust monster and he looks at you and he's got his teeth kind of gritted, but he has this like half scared, half sort of angry, like but mostly scared, sort of scowl on his face. And he goes, "Yeah, I hear you. Whatever you want, just kill those damn things, I guess." And he starts wiping the blood from his nose.
Cool. Then, I guess as the only action I will do is... Oh, that's right, I do have a shove. I'm gonna try to heal myself. I gotta make sure I can actually do that real quick. Nope, that's immune to disease. Oh, it's lay on hands. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm gonna... Yeah, just heal myself real quick. What is it? Restore total number of hit points equal to paladin level times 5. We're still level... Oh, we're level 3.
Yeah, but you did use this before.
Oh, you're right, yeah, because we haven't had a rest yet. So never mind.
I think actually you can use it again. You draw from the pool, so yeah, I know you didn't use all of it. It should be in... Theoretically, it should be in your, like a class resource somewhere.
Yeah, it's
I
on...
think
Okay,
it's
yeah, I
usually
see
listed. Like maybe you updated it, maybe you didn't. I don't know. It should be in your core.
I think this will be a better thing, because right now...
Yeah, it says lay on hands. You got 10 out of 15, or 10 out of 15 points, it says.
Perfect. I do know for the action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Bless. Bloop. Targeting, of course, Yamdo Khan, Lola Harvey, and Sawyer.
Bless you, brother. Bless you.
You guys
A little bit of a...
beautiful... You feel empowered by a blue sparkly light that seems to echo on you briefly.
Hell yeah, dude.
Don't really have a bonus action to do immediately, so I will go ahead and just kind of as a bonus action, then yes, I will do this instead. I will use harness divine power to get myself a slot back.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I'm just gonna Ord is gonna raise his shield cautiously and begin to step back in hopes of not getting murdered. So gonna step kind of behind Sawyer.
What you doing, bud?
What you doing, bud?
I regret to say that I'm not in the best of health, and I figured we can if I keep him alive, he'll be forced to help us in return. And he kind of shakes Rory a little bit. Isn't that right, chieftain?
Yeah, you got that right.
There it is.
Don't worry, I'm not leaving. I'll still be here, but I just need to take a breath. And that's Ord's turn.
I am skeptical because I believe that you've channeled divinity before.
Oh, did I?
I believe you channeled divinity to like taunt the tentacle monster. Am I wrong?
Okay.
Yeah, it's true. I think you only get one use of channel divinity at that level.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, I
Is
believe
harness divine power?
it
Oh,
does
yeah,
say
expend the
you
use of
get
channel
expend
divinity.
the use
You're
of your
right.
channel
You're right.
divinity.
Never mind. Then never mind. I have no slot. That's fine. Still gonna take a step back though.
Okay, so what are we doing, Ordo? I've lost track of what you've
Well, that's
done
it.
in your turn.
I
Well, he's still
I just threw up bless and took a step behind Sawyer. Shield raised and Rorg clutched tight.
So this rust monster over here by Yamdo, he is going to just flips himself over back onto his feet and is going to use his remaining movement, which is 40 feet, to attempt to skitter. What was
so
up?
It costs half his movement to get up.
Oh, sorry, rest of his movement. Sorry,
okay.
his movement is 40, so he's going to use rest of his movement, which is going to be just 20 feet,
Hell
to
yeah.
ripple over towards
Shit.
Ordo, and he is going
Math
to
checks out.
There
definitely
it
going to
is.
be taking a attack of opportunity from my friend Yamdo.
Hell
should he
yeah,
choose
bro.
to.
Let's go ahead and reaction. Boom, baby. Hell yeah.
Nice. You see this thing, and when it flips over, you see hunger in its eyes, and in the reflection of its eyes, you only see one thing, and it's all the metal that Ord is wearing. And you're like, oh, and this thing goes just attempts to scramble right around you, and in its haste to get to a meal, it doesn't seem to see you as a threat, which is a mistake because you impale your spear right into its back, and you kill it.
Yeah!
It flops flat on its legs.
I yank my spear back out, and goo is dripping from the tip.
Tipley, Lola's turn.
So there's just the one left, right?
Indeed. Let's count the big boy.
Yo, that's my friend.
Excuse me.
So I had a pistol in each hand, and I had my arms spread wide, one aiming at the one by Yamdo and one aiming at the other one. And as he spears the one, I quickly take my left hand and swing it over to my right hand and pew the one over there.
Hell yeah. Solid. We love it. We love it. There it is. There's the GIF. Yeah. We love it.
Fire away. Oh, nice. That
You
first
see
one
a
is
lot
a
of
miss.
crits today.
I know, right?
Boom.
That second one, it chunks into this thing. The first shot is a miss, but the second shot it really blasts this poor little insect at this point. Although it does not seem to necessarily completely slow its advance. And are you doing anything else, Lola?
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
All right, where are you going? Scramble. Let's come over here.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Well,
I figure that beast is bigger than the bugs. So.
Hell yeah.
this rust monster, he takes another couple steps forward towards you guys. Realizes the extent of his injuries and his limpiness,
Oh no.
and he turns and begins to attempt to scramble away.
He's yo, there it is. He's running. He's fleeing.
And it is gonna be Sawyer's turn. Do you want to let him go, or you can finish him off?
Oh shit. Moral choice.
Moral point.
There it is.
I look over at Rourke and I pull out the lighter and
Oh shit.
spark a flame, and
Oh shit. I think.
my hand goes over it
Oh
and
shit.
engulfs the hand as I fire a firebolt.
Woo!
Ooh!
We love the
Another
crits.
crit, baby!
We love the crits, bro. We love them, baby. Wow.
Oh, nice. So this little critter is skittering over the ground. It begins to climb up over some debris in the road, and as this firebolt impacts into it, it stops frozen midair from the impact and the pain, and then slides down, legs sprawled out, to dead on the ground as well.
Yeah. We
Nice
love
shot.
it. Hell yeah.
Excellent work.
A subtle nod and I close the lighter.
Yo, that was sick. That was sick. Hell yeah. This beetle, since Lola's near me, does does it notice? Is it taking kindly to Lola being next to me?
It doesn't seem to be reacting much at all.
Okay, sick. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
As a
So
matter of fact, it to some degree has started to eat some like random moss and lichen on the wall.
ooh, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, man. That's sick. So yeah, yeah, I'm just chilling out with my new beetle friend here, and I'm just I'm just saying like, good girl, and I'm like petting her carapace, I guess.
Carapace, yeah, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
You can feel the eyes of Rourke on your back as you pet the beetle, and Rourke he looks up at you, Ord, and he sort of he starts tapping like his fingertips together like in front of his face. And he goes, okay, well, this is not where I'd expected to be today, so
You and me both.
let's
It seems as though you've been betrayed by your own people, and now you don't really have an out.
I've been betrayed by my people before.
Ah, perfect. Well,
Sounds
then I
like you
will-
have the wrong people.
These are my people, okay? The people who I got betrayed by before. That's a different gang. That's the bunch of fools who think that they can dominate this underground kingdom, but okay, your old pal Rourke here, I'm a little smarter than that. I decided to take my leave.
That's wonderful, and I hope you rule this whole kingdom. But right now, I just want to get out of this cave.
All right, well, listen. If I help you get out of the cave, you're just gonna let me go, right?
I would-
Even
I
give
would
you
like to,
your beetle.
Yes, the beetle is yours. I would like to propose something a little bit more dignified. If you help us to escape these mines, we will not only let you return to this cave, but we'll even give you a little something for your troubles.
Well,
A favor for a favor, so to say.
I will accept your offer. And he gets this really big grin on his face. It's like sarcastically
Now,
like trying.
the
Inside
only
check.
stipulation.
Wait now, I don't think I
Inside
promised in a
check.
favor.
Why insight? Boom, big insight crit, Rascal. You look at him, and you look at Ord, and you look back at Rourke, and you just feel like your insight crit. You can look and you can read in his face that this man, this goblin is standing there looking at Ord, and this goblin is thinking in his head, why the hell is this guy offering? I have this guy's like, I have no chips on this table. Like I have nothing. Like, why is this guy giving me more? So he is just like, yeah, okay, deal. Like he instead of like arguing, he just says, yeah, I'll accept that offer. Is what he says.
Beautiful. This is why I love working with goblins. All right.
But Ord's gonna add one last thing to this. And he says, now if at any point you decide that you wish to break this bond, then I'll give you over to my friend here. And he points at Sawyer. And I cannot be held responsible for how he will handle you.
He looks at you, Ord, and he looks at you, Sawyer, and roll a intimidation check.
I'm like, I have the
Ord
lighter
roll
in my
intimidation.
hand, and I'm just kind of like slowly like turning it between my fingers.
Ord roll intimidation.
There it is.
I
Oh,
can
is that
roll
good?
against, I'll roll for him. I'll roll for him.
Ord's too nice. Ord can't threaten a person to save his life.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, so he looks at you,
Big
Ward, and he
guy.
looks at Sawyer, and his eyes get real big, like he gets terrified for a second, and then he looks back at Ward, and he's hunched over, and he keeps rubbing his hands sort of in front of him nervously, and he turns and he looks back at Yamdo, and he looks at Lola, and his hands go to his hip, where you feel like he might have had a weapon at one point that is now gone. He's lost it in his fall, and like instinctively he realizes it's not there. He starts rubbing his hands, and he's like, yeah, I hear you, I hear you. Well.
Excellent. Then we have an accord. Ugh.
So how did you guys get in here in the first place?
Zombies.
Fleeing for our lives.
Zombies.
Yes.
Zombies. I don't even know the first thing about zombies. That doesn't help me. Doesn't help
Have you
explain to
met the
me.
frog people?
The frog people.
Yamda looks up.
I think there's some. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've seen it myself, but some people have mentioned some like the frog people, like the little tadpole ones.
Oh, you'll be getting to know them pretty soon.
Well, technically, they fall under what is supposed to be my kingdom.
As soon as he says they're under my kingdom, I get up, grab my spear, walk over to him, and Yamdo says, "I am their god."
He puts his hands up, like you're holding a gun to him, and he looks. His eyes shift left. He looks at Sawyer. He looks back at Lola. And he looks at you, and he goes, "Yeah, man. Yeah, you're their god. I hear you. Absolutely."
I turn around.
He's not lying. They chose him as their god because we killed their old god. It was a very beautiful ritual.
Listen, I tell you what. All of this is great. I'm glad that you and the frog people are all friends. But I tell you what, let's just. I think that what you need to do is just get out of here. So let's. I take you to the exit. I show you the exit. You get out. You give me my beetle. I go back. I re-earn my honor. I take back my throne. And you guys are happy. And Rorg is happy. And he puts one hand on his chest as he says that.
I walk over to Lola real quick, and I whisper to her. I say, "Don't think he feeds her," and I'm pointing to the beetle.
Well, I don't know much about beetles. Do you think she looks skinny?
She's much happier eating moss.
Looks a lot like a beetle.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't want to give her back, do you? That's what's going on. You want to keep her.
Yes.
You my dear Yamdo, but you can't keep her.
Very well. And Yamdo's gonna walk the beetle over to the like the entrance area that we came through.
You came out of like a sewer grate almost.
Oh, the
in
sewer.
wall, right?
Yeah. Kind of like out of a sewer grate. I'm gonna lead her, the beetle, there. I mean, I can't speak with animals, so with my best, I guess, like hand gestures and signs, I'm going to demonstrate while saying I'm going to say, I'm going to point down like the sewer grate. That way, frog folk, me Yamdo. They think me God. You go, my behalf.
Do you have You have anything speaking of animals at all?
I got no. I got no. I don't have
Okay.
Is
speaking
it a
animal.
Well,
beast
how
at
about
all?
is
It
it
is.
what?
It is
Is
a.
it considered beast?
It is a beast. Yes.
I can speak with animals.
No
Oh.
way.
Oh. Yo.
Oh my god.
I gesture. I gesture Miss Lola Harley over. I say. Lola, please come. And then I'm gonna tell Lola just same thing. Trick you use. You tell Beetle, please. Me God to frog folk. Beetle go. Yamdo behalf. Protect them.
Listen,
Yes, so
Rogue,
I'm
I'll
gonna
be
tell.
honest. I don't think the Beatles on the table anymore.
Does this
So
beetle have sentimental value to you?
of course it's got sentimental value to me, okay? Me and that beetle been together for a long time, but it's a damn animal, all right? It doesn't know where it is. It doesn't know what it's doing. It just probably wants to eat. Okay, I love that thing, man. It's how I got my power. You understand? I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for that damn thing.
So I'm gonna
Question.
reach over and whisper to the beetle.
Okay, what are you saying?
Yamdo.
My sweet little beetle friend. My friend Yamdo has grown fond of you, but you have your own free will. You can stay here, and the goblin will take you back with him, or you can go down the sewer grate to the frog people and represent them, represent Yamdo to them and protect them, and they will love on you and treat you well.
Um,
That's what Yamdo would prefer for you to do. It's up to you.
Thank you, Lola.
the beetle looks up at you, Lola, and it just goes, "Food."
Huh?
You'll have food down in the frog place. They will make sure you're fed.
And it turns to the grate and it clambers up the wall, but it's too big to fit through the sewer grate. You guys,
Oh. Oh, that poor
and,
thing.
and it turns its head back over and looks down at you, Lola, and it goes, "Food."
Food.
Well, Yamdo, I guess we're taking this thing with us because I can't give him back to the goblin now.
And then,
Um,
yeah, I look up at I look towards the beetle, and I just do like I clap my hands and I say, come.
We'll get you food.
Food. And it clambers back down the wall, and you hear Roar go, "Hey, hey, hey," and it looks over at Roar and it goes, "Master." And
Huh?
it clambers over to Roar and it sits in front of him and it's looking at Roar and he goes, "Food."
Food.
And Roar can't understand it. Roar just reaches out and pets him on his head briefly.
Do you have food for him, Rorg?
Food. I mean, it doesn't eat meat. I basically just eat meat. It just eats the stuff off the walls and things. Like I'd never known it to be hungry, so
Well,
I
she's
don't
been
think.
saying food for 5 minutes straight.
Well, I'm sorry. Okay,
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you. It was just eating that stuff on the wall over there. I'm so confused. Can't we just shake hands and I'll take you out of this dang place and
We
we'll all
just need
be
to
able.
make sure that you're going to take proper care of this beetle.
I've been taking care. I will take care of the beetle.
All right, let's go. I have told the beetle everything I can. It's up to her now what she does, Yamdo.
Thank you, Lola.
Yamdo, we'll get out of here. We'll find you a nice tiger or something. You don't need a beetle. Just let the man have his beetle.
Very well.
And I said, "Listen, I don't know how you guys got lost in here, all right? But you said you come from this way, so if you're looking to get out of that exit, I can get your way back there.
Yeah, we don't want to come the way we came because there were zombies.
But this is gonna be I promise this be the fastest, easiest way out of here. We can just follow this rogue. We don't gotta go down. We don't gotta deal with no ghosts or nothing. I promise."
Alright, hold up.
Ghosts?
What do you mean by ghosts?
Well, there's this one part. If we're going the other way, okay? There's this one little part, and it's just one part. And there's some ghosts, and I don't know. They're there forever.
Are there ruins?
Look around you, lady. What do you think you're standing in?
I thought I was just kind of in a cave right now.
No, you're on an old road, an old dwarven road.
I totally did not remember that. My bad.
It's all right.
Are there more ruins?
Yeah, there's a whole like town up ahead of us.
Let's go that way.
Where's the other?
If
Where's
I
the
may,
other NPCs that have been with us?
Is
we
there
told
what?
them to
Oh yeah, I
wait.
forgot
We
about the
told
other
them to wait.
NPCs. Oh my god.
We have
Where
to
are
go
they?
and get them. We told
Whoops.
them to wait behind because we were going to scout ahead.
Are they
and
with
we-
the frog people?
No, I believe they're in the previous room. They
Pat is
should,
almost dead.
Yes, we said we would go back for them in time, which I believe now that we've cleared the
Oh,
threat,
that's
we
right.
need to
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
them
yeah,
forward.
yeah. No, now I remember. Yeah.
Were they in the grate in the water runoff?
Yeah, they should have been right behind us. Because, like, we came into this room, like, we said, hey, chill here for a minute, we're going to scout ahead
They
and make
probably
sure
saw
it's safe.
goblins, and they just stayed in the fucking place.
Yeah. So they are like maybe you look up at the grate and you can see like Yuli's head poking out.
It's safe to come down now, Yuli.
Ah, all right.
Yeah, we've made a new friend.
I can see that. And he helps Rolling and Pata down. They are these things for Pata is extremely not looking good.
Easy
Yamdo,
fix.
can you help Pata? She looks weak.
Yes. And then I'm gonna. I walk over. It's a good idea. And I walk over to Pata, and
She's sitting on the ground. And you can see she's shaking a little bit. She definitely almost drowned and maybe took another hit at one point. I'm not sure. She's only got one hit point, so I
jeez.
don't know how or why, but that's a situation. She looks at you as you come up to her, and you can see that as a halfling, she's already pretty small, but she's sort of shaking,
Yeah.
sitting on the ground.
Ord.
She said, I'm sorry, Yamdu. I'm just not feeling quite well right now.
No worries. Out soon we'll be.
I hope so.
Ord, do you have ration?
Yes, I do, but I have something that would work far better. And, Ord takes his free hand, because the other one's still holding Rorg. God, maybe I should put that little goblin down. But Ord, places a gloved hand on Pata's shoulder, and he, from the armored face, just looks at Pata and says, "What you did was very brave. You should be proud of yourself for what you did. You contributed greatly in the defense of everybody else. But please, rest."
Hell
And
Swiftly knocks her out.
the holy light overwhelms her, and she's out.
No. How much are you giving her?
I'll give her 5.
Okay.
You know
You see
what?
her eyes light up a little bit as she takes a deep breath. She's thank you, Ward. I'm feeling better already. I think I can stand. And she stands up.
Hell yeah.
Why don't we
And
take
that
a
is all
night
we can ask for.
at 60-minute, just sit down, chill out. We've been through a lot today.
Long
We
day
have-
it's been.
On a short
Rorg, can
rest.
you guarantee the safety of this area? If we were to, say, rest for a while, would we be ambushed by your erstwhile kin, or more of these metal-eating insects? Is this area safe, or should we retreat further back?
Like, I'm not gonna guarantee anything, but I wouldn't camp here. Like, the roads are just so wide and open, and no offense there. You like, I don't know what you got going on, but if you're looking for rust monsters, like, you're gonna find them. Like, look at yourself.
How
they're down
far
here.
away are we from the exit? How many, like a couple hours, days?
Oh, well, that's a very good question there, ma'am. If we would go back the way that you guys came, we could be out of here in no time.
Do you mean like to the
That is
elevator?
not an option.
Yeah, the
Nope.
elevator.
There are zombies that way.
Well, in that case, we are not far from the other exit that I know of.
What is not far?
I I mean hours of easily. Like I mean I don't. It's a long time, and I'm talking like in terms of goblin time. It's a long time,
Like we would have to sleep, or we could do it all in one sleep.
I think that you could pull it off in one sleep if you wanted. Like I don't know how often you guys sleep. I don't sleep a lot. I always got one eye open anyway. And he fucking like fighting Dukes like at midair a little bit, like swinging his fist.
There it is.
But we do got a long way to go. Like there's an old abandoned town, and then there may or may not be ghosts. I don't know. No guarantees on that either.
Hmm.
And then I don't even know the gates on the other side. They're real big, and I never even seen them open. So, like, if we can't go this, like then my head going back to where you came, that just
The only thing that we can do is move forward in this situation.
great.
All right, start leading the way.
Who are you talking to?
Rourke.
Yuli says perhaps it would be beneficial if we were to take a rest.
I agree, but we need to find somewhere safe to do so.
How many
Well-
more of those do you think we can kill? And I point at one of the, the roasted rust monster.
Who are you asking that to?
I'm asking that to Pada.
Me? How many more do I think you can kill? Many more. You guys seem quite proficient in killing those two, from what I saw from hiding in this grate on the wall.
I mean, she has a point. We're pretty good.
Alright, let's
Looking
move
at
out.
Ward.
But we shouldn't take our chances. We also have these three to consider. If we're going to move forward, we need to do so cautiously.
Pat nervously goes and takes Rolling's hand, and takes Rolling to the center of the crowd where she feels more safer. But then
Rolling
also
is in no
notices the
condition to
gigantic.
fight.
She also notices the giant beetle and then gets nervous and moves away from that too.
I look down at Pada and I say, "We'll find a place to rest, but this ain't it. Let's keep moving."
You shouldn't say anything, but you see her swallow, and she says, "Come on, Rolling." And I'm assuming everyone makes their way down this hallway. Yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice. So we continue deeper.
We did it!
Deeper into the
5 feet.
unbelievable. Whoa, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Deeper into the Thaglodar mines, and you come up, and as you're traveling through, you eventually come to a point where this long orange carved stone roadway stops at the road narrows a little bit, and there is a large pair of doors here, large iron doors. And they're extremely tall, but carved with ornate dwarven. Does anyone speak dwarven?
I
Oh, hold
do.
on, I think it
Yamdo
10
has
minutes
it
out.
as a language, yeah. I have it as a language, yeah.
But is Yamdo literate at all? That's the good question.
I speak deep
um,
speech. I don't know what that is.
Ordovik does in fact speak and read Dwarvish.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so you at the very least, some of you can see that these doors say "Welcome to Lodaria" on them.
Lodaria.
Also, I believe that you guys may or may not have gotten a map handout. I believe, yes.
Yes. The
Yes, I see Thaglodar mines.
Yeah.
Yep. And those of you who can read Dwarven, that image with a gigantic Dwarven little face on the middle, that text says Lodaria.
Lodaria. Okay, got it.
Where are we on this map?
I mean, there's no "you are here" because this is a map that you have like So
Kind of where the elbow is?
yeah, basically. Well, you just got to these doors that say "Welcome to Lodaria,"
Oh, okay.
and Rourke says, "Listen, look, we can't go through there. Okay, we're gonna have to go around." And he says, "You see these little," and he kind of ushers to the insides of these walls have been sort of like dug into and deteriorated. But there's these little holes, and he's like, "We got to go through these little holes. Come on!" And he starts going over towards it, and you can look at these holes, and you know you're not going to fit.
Yeah.
Why would we not want to go through the beautiful city?
There's nothing beautiful about that city, okay?
There's no
Anyone
way
who
we're
sets
going
foot
through
in
those
there
holes.
gets killed, okay? That's just how it works. There's spooky, angry ghosts in there, and they're really
Ah, that's
spooky,
the city of ghosts. Okay.
and they're really angry.
Yamdo goes up to Lola and says, "We check city."
Listen,
Rorg, you are not an unintelligent individual. How do you propose that a person of my stature fits through a hole of that size?
lose some weight.
And he just puts a very gentle, big, oversized hand on Rorg.
Rory stops laughing immediately, and his teeth clench, and he just like freezes. He's like frozen solid, like he's afraid he's about to get like his neck broken.
Yeah.
Oh, what? It was a fine joke. I understand. I'm quite large, but unfortunately I would have to go through these doors.
Well, listen, you guys killed ghosts before, because there's ghosts in there, and they won't let you through.
Well, maybe
That's all
they
I'm telling you.
just don't like goblins.
Are they dwarven goblin or dwarven ghosts? Have you
No,
seen them?
no, they're not. They're not dwarven ghosts. Oddly enough, they look like men, like walking men's.
So they
Sure.
definitely don't like goblins.
Yeah, listen. From my experience, I'm gonna tell you that I don't think they like goblins. Okay, I've seen people get killed by those ghosts. There's some ghosts in there. If you want to go swing at them, you're welcome to. But
Well, I don't think we have much choice.
well, listen. Why don't you go in? You fight the ghosts. I'll stay right here, and then when you're done killing the
No,
ghosts,
no.
you can come back and get me. I don't want to go. I don't want to go in with the ghosts. The ghosts are spooky.
You've already shown immense bravery given your immediate situation.
Okay,
I'm sure that you can handle an incorporeal creature.
I am. I ain't gonna be the first person to go up those stairs. There are some stairs going up to the door.
Do not worry, I'll do it. And Ward begins to approach the doors.
Roll a perception check.
This is where Ord dies. Perception check.
I don't need to move you, but we're not in this part of the map. We'll just
Theater of mind, baby.
Yo, we love
theater
theater mind,
theater
baby.
mine. We're
What?
theater mining here.
We love
So
it.
yeah,
You take 2 steps, and you hear a crunch every time you take a step, and you look down, and there's like little caltrops that have been spread on these stairs. They have no effect on you as they just don't penetrate through your plate armor, and you more smash them than anything. But
adorable.
someone has attempted to dissuade people from going up these steps.
And Ord's gonna relay that back to everybody, just like, well, somebody does not want people here. Wash your feet and your steps.
Hell yeah,
There
dude.
are spiky bits on the stairs.
Hell yeah. With my spear, I'm just trying to sweep as many of the caltrops out of the way as possible.
That is the second time you've swept with your staff.
The one end is a pointed stone tip, and the other end is a broom.
There it is, bro.
Cannon. It's
Efficient.
cannon.
We just made the magic weapon, bro.
Are you telling me that this entire time Yamdo Khan has really just jury-rigged a broom?
Fucking amazing. Fucking Yamdo came to the tribute coast with Lola, and the first thing he finds is the broom, and he's like, "Oh, this wood,
This
so
wood.
straight,
So
good
straight.
spear, good spear,
Aerodynamic.
feathers on other end, good for aerodynamic, good for cleaning."
Big,
Good.
strong. Hell yeah, dude. I dig it, bro.
Anyway, so you come on top of the stairs. There's these big, gigantic doors there.
Any dwarven runes, ciphers, anything on the door?
Nope, they seem relatively unused, but regular old handle. They're not like so big that you think that they'll be too difficult to open. They're just large doors.
Well, I suppose now's the time. And Ord, no fear, begins to open the doors. Do they pull out or do they push in?
Pull out towards you.
Okay, so then yeah, he's both hands on whatever, I guess, door handle or however much strength is needed.
There's a grind as these doors
okay.
grind on the stone open, and but you also hear it's like thunk, and this snap, and there is a splash upon you as you are suddenly covered in something unbelievably sticky, and then there's a as you are blasted
Oh
in
no.
front of you with just a ton of feathers.
Yeah!
You have just been tarred and feathered, and as you stand there,
Oh my
confused
god.
as to what is happening, you are covered from head to toe in
I am
tar
dying laughing. Holy shit, this
and
is funny.
feathers, and behind you, you hear, and Rourke is rolling on the ground laughing behind you, guys, behind you. He's laughing. But in all serious, I knew that was there. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to see that happen.
Oh my god.
Well,
You are,
better this than a lethal trap. So well played, very good.
and you hide your emotions as you turn back into the room, and you are shocked to see an enormous cavern, just absolutely huge. It's almost like you're in the center of some sort of ancient volcano where this cavern goes off into the towards upwards, and it might be 3/4 of a mile across this cavern that you're in. You can't see the ceiling and you can't see the floor, but what you are standing on is an enormous catwalk that is both held up by these stone pillars and suspended by chains. And the catwalk goes out um, a third of the way and then abruptly turns in an elbow, and it circles around the front of this, what is the largest statue that you've ever seen in your life. And it is a statue of a dwarven warrior standing. And the way he's standing, he kind of supports along his back all these houses, these ancient dwarven houses, every single one of which seems completely dark and completely empty. And there's nothing but the sound of water falling, except for halfway out in front of this enormous statue. I mean, this statue is probably 600 feet tall, standing in the center of this cavern, just dominating this. And you realize that this is the ancient dwarven town of Lodaria. Um, this catwalk, it has, or it had at some point, maybe multiple ramps that would connect it into this town.
Mhm.
And there's even some like buildings built along the base of this statue, or like the chest level of this statue, that this catwalk, this enormous stone catwalk that you're on, might be able to access. And the catwalk curves in front of, not close enough that you could really like reach out and touch a statue, but maybe at some point you could enter build the buildings that were there. um to the left, there is just nothing but the void, the darkness of this cavern. You can see a bit of the distant wall, and that every bit of stuff that light that you can see is thanks to, in the center of the catwalk, in front of this statue, you see three figures, all of them glowing blue, three figures of humans. And you know they're human because one of them, when you enter the room, he stands up and he just looks at you, and he's just staring at you as you see these three ghosts standing out in the middle of this catwalk.
Yamdo is actually more concerned about the tarred and feathered Ord, that right now he's behind him and he's just picking the feathers off one by one.
Or you can feel this gentle little plucking as
please, please refer to the GIF in Tribute Coast.
Thank you. Yamdo.
Damn, that's good.
I do believe, because you are far faster than me, please alert our friends below that there are some ghostly figures.
Sorry,
down
I didn't iterate the stairs. They're only like 5 steps.
Yeah.
So they're not
okay.
even like
Never mind.
10 feet behind you, if even.
Yamdo
Look,
turns
please,
around.
Please quietly let our friends know that there are ghosts.
Yamdo turns around and he does the shushing gesture. He puts his index finger over his mouth and does the shh. And he's looking at Pata and Rolling and everyone.
The ghost that is standing, he rouses the other two ghosts, and they see you, and they all three of them stand in the center of this catwalk, and they have swords and shields, and they plant the tips of the swords in the ground in front of them and rest their hands on the hilt as all three of them stand there, kind of barring the path, looking at you.
Okay, so do the ghosts look immediately hostile or just on
No,
guard?
that they look like they're standing there waiting for you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Ord. Is there anything about their demeanor or appearance that would suggest kind of like, are these guys? Do they just look like regular old mercenaries or warriors, or like are these like knightly armored fellas?
Roll perception.
Oh, we love perception.
I can't see through all these damn feathers.
I should have made you roll with disadvantage.
I haven't
won't now.
rolled yet, so yeah.
Nah, go for it. I should have.
I can't see with all these damn feathers.
They are too far for you to really be able to make out anything particular about them.
That's fine. Ord, got it. I know how we're gonna do this. Unless this says channel divinity? No. Perfect. Oh, no. That's stupid, because they would be undead. Never mind.
Damn, bro.
Divine sense is worthless here.
No.
Ord is just gonna casually walk. He's gonna raise a hand in the universal salute, with 5 fingers fully extended outward, in the universal sign of hello.
Hell yeah.
Yo, what's up?
What's
hey,
up?
yo. You do note that it is a third of a mile almost of a walk out to get to the center of this kind of platform. So the second that, like, the first step that you take in here onto this large, like I said, large stone catwalk like this, it's road sized, right? But it's just huge. The sound of your footsteps hitting this echoes through the cavern. And you almost have to just tone it out and ignore it in order to proceed in, just because of the echoing sense of this. Is everyone coming with them, or?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm walking
Yeah.
with them. As we're walking, I ask Lola, I say, Lola, what you make this?
While we're waiting for that response, I would actually like to ask Rord real quick. Ord would like to ask Rord. Did you ever learn why these people were killed? You
What?
said you had friends that would come. You said you had friends that died here, or you knew people that died here. Was there
Listen.
any indication as to why they died?
My friends who died. Look, I'm gonna be honest. The average goblin isn't that smart. All right. I don't know. I don't even know why they came here. That maybe they're looking for treasure or something. I'm not sure. All I know is you come in here, the ghosts kill you, they throw you down the pit. That's how it works.
Got it. All right.
There's
We'll
a
do our
pit.
best to be respectful.
So I turn to Yemdo and I say, well, what I make of it is a dwarven ruin filled with human ghosts. I find that very intriguing.
Intriguing, indeed.
Oh yeah. Got a question we got to ask because he's big enough, and he's right there. Is the statue familiar? Familiar in the sense of, I can't remember which one was the dwarf. I think it's Falandor. Is this a statue of Falandor or is this a statue of Dagenham? Whichever one the dwarf was.
Neither of them were dwarves.
Oh, they were both humans?
Yes. Sorry.
Ah, never mind.
Pagan
Alright,
Him
cool,
and
cool.
Falandor were the knights from the north. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they came to see the dwarven ambassador or something at the gates. They
That's
were sent
right,
by the
okay.
northern army to come basically ask the dwarves for help, and the dwarves denied them.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
So you continue to approach. You get maybe 150 feet within these ghosts, and the one in the center, he raises his hand up, not in a high. He raises his hand up in a stop,
Oh.
and you hear this echoing voice. It echoes at you, and it goes, "Good night. Stop.
Oh shit!
Stop."
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And Ord stops.
And is everyone else stopping? I'm assuming, or
Hell yeah!
like Scooby Doo stop? Everyone's bumping in the back of Ward.
Yeah.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
I'm gonna let him handle this one. He's a knight. That thing's a knight.
There's a dead amount of silence, and you hear, "Whoa, what is happening?" And you hear Patty go,
Oh shit!
shush, for rolling.
I guess Ord's gonna go ahead and address the 3 apparitions. We
Did you abandon your post?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I have not abandoned my post. I am trying to seek passage for my charges here. There are infirmed, injured. We are merely seeking safety and escape from these mines. Will you let us pass? Pass.
Man, excellent. Excellent. He says, "Who are your charges?"
Oh shit.
I present, um, I present recently elected Lord of the Frogs, Yamdo Khan, the intrepid researcher Lola Harvey, the canny Sawyer, and then my young friend Yuli here, who has much to learn in life, Pada, who has seen far more terrors and bested them all, and then old Rolang, who is as wise as he is charming.
The
And
lead
he's
goes,
saying this, yeah, and he's saying this with 100% sincerity. He's just never really thought of like titles to give everybody, so he's like, "What are the qualities I like about these people the most right now?"
nice. The lead goes, he takes his sword off of the ground where he was sort of like had the tip down, right? And he holds it in his hand, not like he's aiming at you or anything, but you notice the shift. And he says, "Are you moving civilians of the north through the mountains?"
Of the North, I cannot say, but it is my duty as a knight of Norbarrow that I must escort these civilians to safety.
Are these refugees of the war?
Or refugees of a sense, yes, but not of a war, perhaps more of a tragedy. We were fleeing from an undead horde when we ended up here, though we are not sure where they originated from or why they decided to pursue. This is the only refuge we have had.
Roll a persuasion check.
Hell yeah. Solid, bro. Solid.
Wah, 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 wah. Boop.
We love
Whoa!
it. We love it.
Big persuasion check. The lead ghost looks to he looks. You can see his eyes. You can see this like furrowed look on his brow, and slowly there's like an echo, a trail as he turns his head to look at one of the ghosts to his left, and then he turns his head and looks at the ghost to his right, and he looks slowly back at you, and he says, "The undead.
Mm.
What sort of horrors do you speak of? Has the North unleashed some sort of new weapon?"
I do not believe it is a northern weapon per se, but perhaps a remnant. Something that has been unchecked. I do not know of its origins. I do not know of its purpose. I can only speak to the malevolence that we all felt when it descended upon us. We are the only survivors of a small inn that housed and provided refuge to injured, broken individuals. I did everything in my power to save as many as I could, and I must reinforce that this is my duty and charge to see these survivors through this mountain into safety.
Who issued these orders?
Ord, I think
Yes.
they think we're still in the war. I don't think they understand the war's been over.
Solid. Solid.
Ah, I see. And then we might be able to use this to our advantage, though perhaps truth would suffice.
I think that we should tell them the truth because we're all from the south and they seem to not want us to be from the north.
Then the truth they shall have. And Ord also, by this point, has, slapped some feathers and tar from his visor so he can see a little bit clearer. Allow me to apologize for this rather embarrassing predicament, gentlemen. I seem to have fallen for a prank of a trap. I must confess,
You
I
do
was a
look
bit.
ridiculous.
It is not very becoming of a knight from the south, yes, but as soon as we get through here, I hope to redress and rearm. With that being said, I fear that you all have been at your posts for far longer than you need be. The war with the North has ended a very long time ago. All of these people here are Southerners. That much I can promise and guarantee. We have proof. But there is no war, only ghosts and ashes.
You say the Great War has ended. You don't think we would have known that.
I mean,
I
how long have you been here? Sorry, I cut in. Like,
yeah. Here.
It is our charge to watch this road. We were ushered to
oh,
prevent traitors from fleeing through the mines back to the south.
There is not a traitor among us, but I can prove to you that this war has been long since past. Um, if I
Speak,
may,
knight.
if I may approach, that I may show, um, that I may show the signet that I wear.
Come forward.
Mm.
You do have a good distance to walk, but you come up. How close are you getting?
Um, as close as I can within reason, like
Now,
so that they
as you
can.
sure. As you approach all three of them, you note that they all transfer their swords from a rest position in front of them to into their hands. The other two do now as well.
Gotcha.
shit.
Anyway,
So Ord, not drawing any of his weapons, um, removes the seal, of his knightly order from, I would imagine like his left, like from underneath, like like a tussle of like garnet and black fabric, and removes the seal of Norbarrow, um, and shows it to them. I'm not exactly sure how I could get away with the minting, but it's
well,
pretty
let's
fresh. It's
say
pretty
because
clean.
I know that we didn't like it's been a long time since we played and like we only like covered like history once or twice, but the South won its independence in the war, so I imagine that maybe you have like a like part of the seal includes like the Asterian like kingdom seal or soming.
There we go. Perfect.
So we'll
Whatever.
say that like
Yeah.
you proved and then that the Asteria has won its independence.
Yeah. Let's go for quick. Give me a symbol. Give me a symbol. What's symbolic of their freedom?
Um, of the Asterian freedom, that's a great
Yeah.
question. That'll have to sort of like get made up on the spot. What's a cool animal to make on a seal or something or a
A lion.
oh no, lion's lame. Everyone's just
Um,
fucking lion.
spider
and
monkey.
No, we're not doing the fucking spider
an
monkey.
octopus.
Something I would imagine something avian. Let's go
Okay,
for
let's just go for like a hawk. There's an eagle's too
sure.
stereotypical. Yeah, sure.
So,
A hawk of Asteria is featured on your sigil, your seal.
in addition to like the old house crest of Norbarrow, which I'm not sure how much it could have changed since the course of the war, but
Yeah,
regardless, Ord begins to explain. Um, the Hawk of Asteria represents the freedom gained by the South following the North's defeat. Though history would say it's a bit of a truce or an agreement. Things got violent, and
an
it was not
agreement.
worth. The war became messy for all parties involved. History shows us this. We have books to prove it. I don't have them on me, unfortunately, but
How
this is the.
long?
Uh, it has been a very long time. Too
How
long.
long?
I do. I have a book on me.
Me?
Do
Ah,
you have a book on you?
I would like to present again
Of course
the
I do.
intrepid explorer and historian Lola Harvey. Come.
I love it. Sure, yeah, you definitely probably would have some sort of history book or whatever, right?
I mean, I have the archaeologist's historical knowledge background, so of course I do.
Nice. So yeah, you were able to pull the book out and you detail and you know clearly that this war happened like 300 years ago. Um,
That's right. It's like 300. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been quite a while. How would you relay this information to them?
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I would simply show them the
Or
page.
Lola, or what? Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I pull out my book. I can see that this is hard. So I gently walk up as close as I next to Ord, no farther. And I say, "Brave souls, I have a book here. I am a historian. This is what I do for a living. And I have a book here of the history of our area and our independent kingdom that will tell you all about the end of the war. I know this is very hard to hear and very confusing, but I ask that you please at least look at the book that I carry."
My good lady. And he steps forward and he reads over it. And you can see as he reads it, these pale eyes of this blue glowing translucent human. Um, his eyes widen at one point, and he steps back, and he actually stumbles, and there's no clatter, but he drops his sword to the ground, and he goes, 300 years. And he looks down at his hands, and like for the first time, he's seeing that he's a ghost. He's in horror, and he turns and he looks at his companion, and he go at one of them, and he goes, "Good, good, Gregor.
Mm.
It's been 300 years." And he reaches out to touch Gregor, but his hand goes straight through the other ghost, and all three of them sort of have this like eye wide like kind of moment, and the lead one slumps down to his knees and kind of like sits on the ground for a moment, facing away from you guys.
I
They,
I
they
I
had
go
no
out and
idea.
I kneel down and I say, "Oh, good brave soul, how can we help you?"
He breathes a breath that doesn't move anywhere, right?
Mm.
And he looks back at you and he says, "I think we are done."
"Tell me your names. Tell me your names so that we can carry them back and we can proclaim you as the heroes that you are, and rightfully you will be celebrated like you should be."
The
My
three brave
companion,
souls who never left their post.
my companion here is Gregor Caskbreaker. I am Brom Strongcrest, and that is Gervin Chewer. We guarded this path and let no traitors flee from the front. No turncoats, no cowards. And we watched our post for 300 years. And as he says that, he fades away. And uh,
Jeez.
Gregor and Gervin fade away as well. Just
Whoa.
blue dust fading into this darkness. And then they're gone.
Can I get those names?
Sure.
Damn.
Gervin Chewer,
Yep.
Gregor Caskbreaker, I believe. And Brom Strongcrest, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. They've been added to the people notes.
There it is.
Sawyer just lets out this breath of relief that he's not gonna have to fight a fucking ghost today.
I thought that I don't know why, but I really thought you were about to say Sawyer lets out this long fart. Just I have been holding that in.
I don't want to do it in front of the ghosts.
Ord pulls out his censer and his holy symbol and just lights a little bit and lets the aroma of like frankincense and spice kind of drift over that area where the ghosts were, and utters a nightly prayer to their service that they may pass on peacefully and respectfully.
Lola's going to write some notes in her book so that she doesn't forget.
Poor Ghost didn't know the war had ended. You all look around, and you actually Pata comes up and she says, perhaps we can camp here. I know it doesn't seem like the most convenient of locations, but maybe creatures around here are used to not being able to come in here because of the spirits.
That
I'm
is
somewhat
good
inclined to
enough for
agree.
me.
That sounds like a logical idea.
There's also there's some shelter here. And she like points, kind of gestures to that there is an
Yeah,
old
we're,
catwalk to the some of these buildings that are built into this chest level of this statue.
Ooh.
oh yeah.
I, for one, would love to explore a little bit. So yes, let's go over to the catwalk.
We'll do a very. We'll scout, make sure that there's not any other spirits that could bring us harm, and then settle down.
So who's doing what? Who are you actually scouting? Like roll perception if you're scouting.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, Ord's making the suggestion. I mean, he'll do it, but yeah, definitely, I'll go ahead and roll the perception.
There it is.
Ooh, yeah,
Motherfucker,
man.
look at these
Yo,
fucking
look
rolls,
at
dude.
them. They're crazy. They're
Yendo, you
crazy.
you get onto the statue and you actually nimbly like leap up onto like one of these buildings.
He
There's
Tarzan's up it.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And you
Yamdo
end up you
climb.
scramble up to the top like that. Maybe you're on like this elbow level of the statue, and you're kind of
Yeah.
maybe you find this good perch on top of the statue's shield or weapon.
Yeah.
There's a crunch beneath you as it starts to collapse, but something starts like this thing you're on part of that part of the warhammer you're sitting on slides out from underneath you, but you nimbly get off and the stone falls away. All the rest of you are surprised by this, but Yamdo, you take a good look. It is slightly less but illuminating here, but there's some light or whatever. Your eyes have adjusted and you're able to see kind of that on the far side. There's another pair of doors
Oh.
that you could go out,
Okay.
almost identical to the ones you came in. Behind you, the ones you came in are closed as you left them. There is only one thing that you see, and that is that by the doors ahead of you, there is something strange on the ground there.
Oh.
But with a 23 perception check, even at this distance, you get in the darkness, you make out some sort of trap mechanism with a bag of feathers lying on the ground.
Oh, we got another one. We got another one. Hell yeah. So I'm going to shout
On the
down to the
inside, so if
party.
anyone were to come into it.
Sick. Yes, I'm going to shout down below to Sawyer and Ord and Lola and everybody else. And I'm going to say, Yamdo spot door. Possible exit. Watch for feathers. And then I leap back down. I
Um,
Do I
think.
see this door?
Wait, what? You could see it if you step back out. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to lead Rourke to the door.
Yeah.
What? I am absolutely not going anywhere with that guy.
Absolutely, you
do not
are.
make
You're
me
going
go.
right through that door.
Do not. He goes to you. He goes to Ord and grabs your hand. He goes, "Do not make me go with that guy. Please do not make me go with that guy. He's gonna throw me off the ledge. Yeah, I'll never get out of here without me. I promise you."
Sawyer, are you planning to bring harm to Rorg?
I would never.
Mm,
I simply want him to go open that door.
I go up to Rourke and I say,
I will go with you. I will keep you safe, Rorg. I do not
Rourke.
believe Sawyer wishes to harm you.
I look over at Rourke and I go, "Alright, Ord, you can open the door."
I know exactly. Yep. And Ord's gonna do it because Ord's a nice guy.
Oh no!
Ord,
So Ord's
This time,
walking. He's like, it's just a door. There's nothing can hurt you here.
Watch
The
for
bad-
feathers. Watch.
this time you are tarred pretty much on the backside. You are now almost entirely tarred, and like you're more of
Oh
a
my
gigantic
God.
chicken than you are a man at this point.
Mm.
Anyway, so the rest of you, this little adventure party comes back. You hear a distant rumble and then like this trap firing. And, so they come back. Ord is even more ridiculous looking. You also heard Rourke laughing as this went off. They end up coming back.
Hell yeah!
Ord thought there
Ord
were
says,
two.
"Listen, I got a good idea. You deserve some rest. I'll keep watch. You guys can just take a rest, okay?"
Mm.
What door rotation? What do you mean this? You a funny goblin.
You guys managed to find shelter in like this large old dwarven home.
Hell yeah!
And there's plenty of things here. You actually find it kind of curious that there's actually a lot of stuff in here. Like this is not well looted or anything. but there's not much of value, mostly scraps of old things, right? Like anything that was in here, it's been a long time since this place has been abandoned, and what remains of clothing and stuff has been almost completely scrapped. Any remnants of wood that they might have had is gone. You find the heads of tools and the heads of pickaxes and things. We'll make an investigation check. Lola can make an investigation check because I'm sure you're going to go exploring.
Yep.
But for now, there's multiple rooms. Your civilian type people, they garner a room for
Ugh.
themselves. That's okay. I'll give you that with advantage because you're just a fucking pro at it. You were able to clamber all over these runes, and you can determine that you come into some of the rooms and you find skeletal remains of goblins and dwarves in some of these buildings. Nothing that you find strikes you as a particular value. You find a fair amount of like ancient old um, pieces of weapons, but you can tell that they have been destroyed and consumed by rust monsters. Um, all in all, you rummage through, but you the only thing is that you find is in one of these buildings, one of these ancient homes, what there is a tattered carpet on the floor, and you notice that this tattered carpet has like a sunken square in the middle of it. What do you do?
Damn.
I go in the sunken square.
Damn.
Sure, like you cut the carpet away, you find that there's some sort of old trap door here that's old and rotted down,
So I'm
collapsed
gonna
in on
check
itself.
for active traps.
There it is.
Roll a investigation check again.
Jeez.
You don't see anything.
Well, then I'm gonna open the door.
You don't even get to open it; it just crumbles. So you end up just pulling rotten pieces of wood out of this pit, and inside of it you find like that there it's almost ash at this point. There's very little here. Like maybe there was some deeds perhaps or something of importance to this family, but you rifle through these old pieces of parchment and paper that just crumble at your touch, and your hands find something long and smooth underneath of all of it, and you pull it out, and it is a completely strong and sturdy feeling, maybe 8-inch long gold bar.
Oh. 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 There it is.
Yeah, that goes in my coat.
Clunk.
For the museum. For the museum.
There it is. Hell yeah.
You do note that it has got some dwarven carvings on it. That do you speak dwarven? I don't remember. Do you?
I speak deep common. I'm not sure what that is.
Nah, it's not dwarvish.
Yeah,
Or
definitely
deep
not.
speech. Deep speech.
Hell
Yes.
yeah. We love deep speech.
You can't read it, although it does look pretty standardized. So yes.
I need to
One-
change that. I would definitely speak Dwarven. That's stupid.
Ord
Gotta
can read
fix
it. Bring
that.
it to Ord.
I would have to give up a language and change that because that doesn't make any sense. Of course, I would speak Dwarven. Sorry.
Well, if you would like to change it, you may.
Yeah.
If you now can speak Dwarven, you just note that it just marks the date that it was forged and where it was forged. It was forged in the Thaglodar mines.
Weren't we just there?
You are still there currently.
So
This
there's
is Lodar.
gold here.
Yeah.
Ooh, we rich. We rich.
So yeah, I'm gonna put that in my bag somewhere safe. Nobody sees it, but I'm gonna go out and tell everybody that I have determined from some of the ruins that
Hell
it looks
yeah.
like maybe there was gold being mined in these mines at one point.
See Sawyer's ears kind of perk up.
Gold. Very valuable.
I haven't seen any gold since I've been down here.
Yeah, but you're scared of ghosts.
You wouldn't be scared. Wait. You wouldn't be scared of those things? I don't know.
Did you
Let's
see me
just-
lose my cool?
All right, I tell you what.
Exactly.
You're right. You always cool, man. You are the coolest. How about who's taking first watch here?
I watch.
Yeah.
Well, someone has to watch for the environment, and then someone needs to watch the goblin.
Well, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, we'll let the goblin sleep.
If you need
We
me,
still need to make sure he doesn't get up and leave.
He won't leave.
so are Yams? Are you watching all night?
I'll keep.
We
Yeah.
can tie him up.
I'll keep
Can we
watch.
do like a rotation?
Like a 4-hour rotation?
Yeah, that way
Yeah,
like
sure, sure,
we
and
all
just
get
rest for
rest,
extra
but it's
long.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
So
Hell
who's gonna
yeah.
take first, Yamdo?
I take first. Yes.
And okie dokie.
You want to do 2 people and then like 2 people? Do a little RP.
Hell yeah, we love RP.
Oh shit!
We love it.
So in the building maybe you're in, it's only got one entrance towards this way in this catwalk. So you feel relatively comfortable just like sitting outside. Maybe who's gonna watch first with Yamdo?
Well, I feel most comfortable sleeping when Yamdo's on watch, so I'm going to go ahead and rest.
Yes, you
I'll
rest.
take the Yamdo.
Yamdo.
I was gonna say, yeah, Ord desperately needs the rest for a little bit.
Hell yeah, yo.
Don't worry, you and the tin can get some Z's.
These are tin can.
I meant Tin Man. Tin Man, you're big. Listen, big guy, calm down.
Okay. So the Pata, Yuli,
No
and Rolling
offense
are going to
taken.
sleep as well.
Hell yeah.
So you guys find yourself, everyone rests except for so for now Sawyer and Yamdo, who
Hell yeah.
when I'm walking away from Ord, Sawyer just said under his breath, "Don't worry, we'll find the line.
We'll find the lion? Wait, what'd you say?
We'll find the line."
Oh shit.
Because he said, "Oh, I'm not offended."
We'll find the line. Sick, bro. We're gonna find the line and we're gonna cover cross it. I dig it. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yamdo goes up to Sawyer and is that goblin sleeping?
yeah, he's sleeping.
He's sleeping. All right, sick.
You want to keep him within your if you want to like
Yeah,
sit
we-
maybe.
We check in on him every
Check in.
15 minutes.
Just yeah, bro.
20
Yeah.
minutes.
Hell-
Just make sure he's still there.
Sure.
Hell yeah. And Yamdo.
Check if your kid's playing the Game Boy. You know?
Exactly, bro. And when we had first gotten to this area, and Yamdo was, we were all kind of just checking out the rooms. Yamdo was specifically looking for something, so he's gonna go up to Sawyer, and he's gonna say, "Tried finding tobacco. Not here. Why you smoke?"
I pull out a pack of hand-rolled cigarettes and hand you one.
I
lot of
look
people-
at it. I look at it.
Uh-huh.
Sniff it. Smoking bad. Lungs clogged. And I hand it back to Sawyer.
Whatever, you and your people will be smoking it up.
I take it and start smoking it. Yeah, well, other people where I come from smoke.
Where you come from? What tribe you belong?
I don't do tribes, but I'm from Esdrich. Am I pronouncing that right?
That sounds better than the pronunciation that I had in my head. I love it.
Hell yeah, dude. And then Yamdo he tries to pronounce the word, stumbles on it, and then Yamdo points at your hand, Sawyer. Both of them are wrapped up, right?
Just the one.
Just the one. He points to the one that's wrapped up, and Yamdo says, "That mark, your metaphor?"
Metaphor. Have we
what?
seen the mark? I don't remember if we.
No, not yet.
Oh shit.
You've seen like light coming from
Light.
wrapping,
Okay. Yeah. So. Okay. Then yeah. I'll rephrase it.
You have metaphor.
So I'll say. Yamdo noticed light from hand. Is that your metaphor?
It's like a family thing.
Like. Ordovik taught Yamdo. Word. Metaphor means second skin. That your second skin.
I don't think that's quite right, but and I'll start like taking off the wrapping.
And I look
And
and I look very intently.
it is a
All like annoyingly close.
Yeah. Like I'm like eyes on it. Like I like you're unwrapping a present. Yamdo's eyes wide open.
I should fucking make this, but it is an eyeball, like not like a realistic eyeball, but it's a symbol of an eye with 11 spikes going around it.
Holy shit. Yamdo, yeah. It's just Sawyer and Yamdo. So Yamdo looks at this and picking up on some of the curse words that Sawyer has said. Yamdo just says, "Shit, wow, and then Yamdo points to his chest where his hand marks are and shit, and he says to Sawyer, he says, "Where from? Village, elder. Bless Yamdo before journey. Watch over Lola, I do. If successful, Yamdo become king. Kind of like second skin. We are all metaphors."
Amazing. Amazing.
Flip
I
it.
need.
Flip
Yeah.
it.
Oh boy.
Yanda says he continues. He says.
I
Yam.
just sort of like nod. Like
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'll be sort of laughing, but he's just like he doesn't fully understand what you're putting down.
Yamdo notice. Everyone here different. Different face. Different creed. But together. Same.
You're smarter than you look.
Thank you. Where's Goblin?
He's still there.
He's
He's still there.
He's still there.
We keep going, or we shift swap.
Just one last thing. I'm gonna start wrapping up the bandage. I'm gonna say, if you ever see someone with a mark like that, they are not a good person.
Understood. They too have second skin.
Yeah.
So something we'll do a shift swap, but something happens while we're sleeping is
Hell
that
yeah.
Ord is haunted by a nightmare.
Oh no!
Oh no. Ord, you don't know, you don't see anything, but or perhaps you've had a night you've had a nightmare and you just wake up, it's gone when you wake up. But you distinctly remember two things from this nightmare, and one is this phrase that you've heard recently. You hear "no witnesses," and the other thing that you hear is you just hear this rocking, this like this. It's stone on stone, and something is just like it's like if someone were running, a giant was running, and he had stone feet, like this. These stone rocking against stone just consistently nonstop. And for the briefest moment you think you hear this echoing screech, and you shoot up in your sleep and you're awake.
Holy shit.
So maybe the two of you out there, your shift is just coming to an end and you hear as you hear something behind you.
Wait,
You okay?
Turn around. Yeah. I walk over to Ord and I try to shake him out of his dream. Ord.
It is fine. Yamro, it is fine. Temperamental sleep, it seems.
I see.
Yeah, we all got our nightmares.
Yes,
Hmm.
some seem a bit stronger than others. Hmm.
Are you taking watch alone, or is it
Um,
or is he
Oh no, I
enjoying?
assumed I was taking the second
Nice,
shift.
nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Lola and
is it
Ord.
time to switch, gentlemen?
Yes. 4 hours pass. Yamdo think, and then Yamdo's gonna walk up to Lola and says, "I'm gonna like shake her lightly and gonna say, friend, Yamdo tired."
All right, friend, I'll take my
It's like
turn.
watch Goblin.
Thank you. And then Yando's just gonna go to sleep.
Now, two other
Shall
people
we?
who only recently just met each other in the inn that was
Yeah, this is
destroyed
it.
not but 2 days ago.
Do we have a fire, or are we just sitting in the dark?
If you want to fire, you can have it. Sure, totally. I say yes. Go for it. You
So
feel
we have a
comfortable.
fire.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
So I wake up stretching because I did not get enough sleep and I do not have any coffee.
Yo, bitch, go.
And I sit down next to the fire and just kind of start warming my hands.
Sick.
Are you hungry? May I offer you some rations or something of the sort?
Yeah, hadn't thought about it with all the excitement, but I am a bit hungry.
It's always important to maintain your nutrition and your health, especially in circumstances such as these. And he passes over like a very, I don't know, loosely
Generic.
wrapped thing of like rations, and offers his water skin as well.
Thank you. I had planned to eat at the inn, and obviously that didn't happen.
If speaking the inn, if you would not mind me asking, what brought you all the way to the Rose and Victory? It didn't seem like a place for you or Yamdo, your companion. Maybe Sawyer, but he seems to have his wits about him. Doesn't seem to be a place he belongs.
You guys hear an abrupt noise behind you. You turn, and Yuli is standing in the doorway, and he's wrapped up.
Oh,
He's kept him trying. Maybe he had a blanket or something that he was sleeping under. But and he says, "May I join you?"
yes, you may
Hell
come.
yeah.
By all
Hell yeah.
means.
Hell yeah.
He
Get him
comes
in
to sit
there.
by the fire, and he
Sick.
just stares into the fire as he sits with y'all.
Well, so I'm not sure if you've gathered yet, but I am a historian and especially focus on ancient runes. On top of that, I just adore adventure. At least I did before I got attacked by zombies. I'm not sure how that fits in yet, but so anyway, I know that everybody is afraid to go and explore the north, and I thought, I could do it, and uh, and I got as far as the inn.
Well, setbacks aside, I must commend you for your bravery in deciding to pursue such a rather risky affair.
Crazy.
Uh,
Yuli
Well,
just says
I'm
one word.
very motivated to find some things that maybe no one else has found and make a mark on my industry. So that's what led me north.
What are you looking for?
Prestige.
Mm.
Yuli takes his eyes off you and just looks back into the fire.
Damn.
Speaking of which, Yuli, who did you kill?
He gets almost a smile on his face for you. Sort of goes back to his solemn face. And he says, "I wish I could tell you that I killed someone on accident."
Was it someone you loved?
And his eyes dart from the fire, and he looks back, and he looks right in your eyes, and he goes, "Yes."
That's what I figured.
He looks back at the fire and he says, "There was a girl who lived in the town that I lived in."
I'm like I'm asleep, but Sawyer talks in his sleep, and you just hear, "There's always a girl."
Ah! Hell yeah.
And he says, I loved her, and when she was with me, I thought she loved me. And one day I found out that she was nothing more than the village prostitute,
Oh.
and
Oh.
she had just been using me for a roof over her head at night. And I thought I could go to her and begged her to tell me it wasn't true. But she laughed at me, and I killed her.
Damn.
Did you
And then
try to
this-
raise her back up?
Once again, his eyes dart from the fire, and he looks at you with this, like, you look into his eye. Roll insight. Roll insight.
Get it. Get it.
He,
Oh.
he looks at you with these solemn eyes, and he looks back at the fire, and he says, "I just tried to undo a mistake I made."
I understand. At least that part. I don't understand killing anybody, but I do understand wanting to undo things from the past.
He doesn't say anything. He just continues to stare into the fire.
For what it's worth, again, I cannot condone the behavior, but I am sorry for the pain that you suffered.
I knew the mistake that I'd made. That's why I fled. But they found me there anyway.
Where
Just
did you get the idea to raise someone?
I had heard that there were necromantic spells that would allow someone to return to life, but I didn't know that too much time had passed by the time I...
Well, did you have any previous magic training to make you think that you could make this work?
Oh, only the most minor. I had had no training, but I discovered that I had some latent ability and just fooled around mostly, but what did you expect?
So you do have
it
natural
wasn't-
magic ability?
A little bit. He has casted like one or two spells since you've met him. He says, it wasn't that long ago, but even though it was only a month or so that all of this really accumulated, I feel like it was a lifetime, and I feel like I was once so young and so stupid. I hate myself for what I did.
Well, like you've learned, you cannot undo it. But based on the events of what has happened, it does seem like you're going to get a second chance. If I were you, I would go find someone to train me in my magic so that I could harness it properly and then make something of yourself.
He looks at you, but in his eyes, you feel like you see like a bit of his look softens a little bit, and then he looks back to the fire.
I'll only add one thing to this. Hubris, as it turns out, desperation, are two of life's greatest teachers. Learn well from these mistakes that you have made, and resolve to do better.
And what about you, big man? What's your story?
My story. Ah, a story. Fitting that we are sitting around a fire, and so a story I will tell you.
Hell yeah.
Mine is one of, curiously enough, hubris. When I was a younger man, I was perhaps a little too reckless, a little too
impulsive in my need to seek glory and prove myself to people I didn't even know. I wanted the feeling of honor and satisfaction, the great pride that one has when they are given praise and when they are in a position of great authority. But I believe, as the saying goes, I bit off more than I could chew. And now it is my duty, a solemn vow, that I do what I can to preserve all life, that I defend individuals like you and like Lola from those that would dare threaten and bring ruin. This is my lesson that I have learned.
What happened to you? I mean, you said you bit off more than you could chew.
It's so long ago, it seems like a haze. In truth, it is something I try not to dwell upon. I try to move forward.
I put my
Always,
hand on his arm and say, "It's okay. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to."
uh, I, I thank you. It is something like all young men who pick up a sword and think that they can be great heroes or mighty warlords. I had foolish dreams in my mind, perhaps. It's hard to say. I've spent so long dedicating myself to this path that that other self seems like a distant memory, a dream, and at times even a nightmare. I will say this, whatever I did, it is in the past, and the actions of that past have made the man that you see before you now. I am a shield. I am armored, so that I may not take life again.
Yuli leans forward and squints at you a little bit, and he says, "You'd never take off that armor."
Oh shit.
No. Well, not quite. This armor is only removed in the utmost and absolute of private moments. It is part
Damn.
of my vow. I must be I must be the symbol of my redemption. I must be the hero that I should have been, and not what I was.
There is more movement from where Yuli came from. And you turn to look in the doorway, and who is standing there but, well, doesn't this look comfortable? As
Ah,
Rourke comes down and joins you guys. I never understood you knightly types. Feel like you're throwing away a whole life for something silly like that.
well, what doesn't appeal to some appeal to others.
Well,
I'm sure
haven't you
that you are.
dedicated your life to being the leader of your people?
Not my whole life, lady. I was a follower before. There's hobgoblins in some of these caves, and they got an army, and they're planning on using it, too. And I didn't want me and my gang to be a part of that, so we fled, and they came
Wait.
after us.
You didn't
But
say there were hobgoblins.
Well, you never asked, okay? I'll be right back. And he goes inside the building, and he comes out with a pot, and he's got some tea leaves, I guess. And he puts a pot and water and tea leaves over the fire. He says, "Yeah, there's some hobgoblins down here. They're a bunch of jerks."
Are we
Like I
gonna
said.
pass by them on our way out?
No, if you were gonna see any of them, you would have already passed them by now. They were to the north. They're to the north, and their plan is to take that big old army of theirs and go after that dwarven city up there. which is funny.
Have they
'Cause
tried? Have
the
they tried
dwarves
in the
don't even know
past?
it's coming. Yeah, I suppose maybe I don't know. That'd be ancient history, dude. That's a long time ago.
Mm.
But they got a big deal down here, and they're ready to rumble. Those dwarves
But you,
not gonna know what hit them. I
but
promise you that.
you didn't want to be a part of this.
Hell
You,
no. Those
you took your
hobgoblins use
compatriots and
goblins like
fled.
we're cannon fodder. They throw us out in the front and let us get slaughtered so they can come in and mop up. I don't want to have that for me and my people, so we left. But they came after us. But old Roar got the best of them. Tell you what, they won't be coming after me again. That's for sure.
And what kind of leader are you? Do you use your people like fodder as well?
Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, lady. He pours himself some tea and offers some to you guys.
I take a cup. So what kind of
Uh,
tea is this?
It's lichen tea. You'll like it.
It doesn't do anything.
I ain't gonna make you trip out or nothing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make you wake up. Kyle, any?
Ord respectfully declines.
Julie takes some. And I'm assuming that we can end here.
Yep.
And
There it is.
we'll drink some
Sipping
tea with this
around the
little.
fire.
Yeah. And when we come back, we're definitely gonna roll some Constitution saving throws for that super poison tea, y'all. Come on, that's a
Ah!
I would just like to point out that we are still in the cave. Just
Hell yeah.
saying.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, but we long resting, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Yeah.
Big True, baby. Yo, get them
Okay,
spell
okay.
slots back, baby.
Okay, was with unless, because no joke, he is poisoning you. Or you can make your Constitution saving throw right now if you want.
Ooh.
You don't have to, but we can do it next time. But
Oh, no!
I guess I gotta be the mountain now.
Oh, no.
we'll do a Yuli Constitution saving throw, shall we? I'm just gonna roll D20. That's not good enough. Anyway, we'll talk about that when we get back. But
It's a cliffhanger.
yeah, cliffhanger.
Golly.
You drink the tea and you Rourke smiles at you as you feel this pain now start to overtake your stomach. And also great. Yeah, we're still in the caves, but the mines. Fucking A. But the nice thing is that unless Rourke escapes or you all die, then we might be able to get out of the mines.
Yeah.
There it
That's how,
is.
Session.
if we
How about that?
TPK, our next group will start outside of the mines, and that's how
Yeah.
we'll get out of the mines.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
bliss.
I love
Yeah,
it. This
right.
exposition, RP, fantastic little ending.
Ah,
Yeah.
A moment by the fire.
I'm just gonna call an advanced dibs. All right.
You
'Cause
cannot
I
have my
know-
pistols.
I know how this party gets because the minute shit gets hot, I already can see it. I can already feel it. Sawyer and Yamd are gonna be like, "Yeah, I just farted so loud in my sleep I woke up and now I'm gonna slap this goblin real quick."
Ah.
Yamdo. I love for Yamdo. What that? That was you idiot. Lie back. Lie back down, you fucking idiot.
You
That was
fucking-
Animal growl, predator near.
And Predator near, bro. Grab the spear, bro. That's it.
Well, he isn't going to be very happy to find me poisoned. I can
Yo,
tell you
hell
that.
nah, bro. We're
I'm saying-
fighting, bro.
all I'm saying
Who
is-
did it?
All I'm saying is, I want a preemptive dibs. That's
shit.
all.
Before they all whack him to death?
Yeah, just before anybody wakes up. Because if Lola's gonna crumple over in pain and Yuli's gonna crumple over in pain, guess who respectfully declined tea and is probably gonna be able to put one and one together real quick. So I would like a respectful moment to handle the situation.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. We love it.
Just call him that dibs real
Yo,
quick.
bro, take the dibs. Take the dibs, baby. What?
Wait, what did you take dibs on? I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if it's gonna be like an initiative thing when we start next session, but just like, you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna just see how the episode starts. I
Yeah.
can't wait for next week.
There it
Or
is.
it's not gonna be too happy. I'm
It's
gonna
gonna
have
be so nice getting back into a regular weekly thing here.
Yes.
I've been missing it.
Yeah.
I've been, and my fault for majority of it too. Well, not. I mean, we had some vacations that were bad, and then I had
Nah,
a bad week last week.
you good, fam. You
Sorry, I'm
Monday I was
good,
up
Yeah.
against
man.
tennis.
Hell
No,
no,
it's
you
okay. It's
good,
understand.
baby.
Honestly, like if it had been any of these other dickwads, I would have been pissed. But I was like, Rosine would never just like she was already excited about playing earlier today, and she would never just bail without saying something unless it was like something extremely distracting. So I hope everything is okay because I just assumed you were like dealing with a kid one way or another.
I was having a awkward conversation with her. Yes.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Last night she thought we were torturing the dog. So so tonight I had a conversation with her about why on earth she would think her parents were capable of that, and it was just all kinds of tears and craziness. So
Mm.
yeah, it was all good times.
Hell yeah.
Kids are wild, yo.
Yo, bro.
Well, see, that's
so
the problem with
wild.
having the kind of imagination she does. I've never
Children have
met. I mean, I
imaginations,
have
yeah.
a crazy good imagination, and hers knocks mine out of the ballpark. But that means you imagine bad things too. And so
Mhm.
when she heard the dog squealing last night, her instant thought was that somehow we secretly hated the dog and were torturing him at night when she was asleep. And I'm like, really?
Yeah,
Really? That's the first thing that you think of? Not like
a child's mind is a
anything else,
beautiful
but
thing.
that your parents are torturing a dog? So we were a little offended that that was where her mind went straight to. And I was just wanted to reassure her. No, I wasn't mad at her. I was just like, I want to reassure you that Daddy
You're
and
not
I are
torturing me.
always going to be on your side and always take care of you. And we're never going to, hurt you or the dogs or whatever. But then
That's a
she
tough.
felt horrible for saying it and for thinking it and was crying. And it was all kinds of drama.
So here's a taking this not taking this too far, but here's a moment that Berzine can back me up on maybe, but like I have like nightmares, and maybe this is TMI, but like the fact that I go through like periods where maybe I like feel like sometimes I debate if I need to get a psychiatrist or something because I get and maybe Rosine can help me, but when I think about the horrible things that can happen like on accident during the day that like could take me away from my child, like a car accident or something that's not my fault. Like I feel like I lock up during the day being terrified of these things. And
Yeah.
like I have to tell myself that you can't live in fear of these sort of things, you know? But they scare me like crazy. It makes me like not want to drive.
Shit,
A
man.
little
No,
And I
I
think
get it.
I think
is
it gets
a great idea.
I think it gets worse when you have kids.
Yeah,
Well,
because
yeah.
you have a parental instinct. You want to not only protect them, but you're like, Jesus Christ, what happens if I get taken from them? Like it's completely
Right.
understandable.
To be honest, your child dying is better for them than you dying.
Yeah.
Because if not that you want to think about it that way, but
Oh no, but
losing
yeah,
you is
purely
way worse for them. And so
Purely
yeah, that's
objectively.
clearly no, I think about that stuff all the time. And I hate to make light of it. I don't mean to, but it made me think of gosh, I don't even watch the show anymore because it's so crass, but I used to watch Family Guy. There was an episode where the dog, Brian, found out he had a long lost child and he was like a teenager. But he started driving everybody crazy because he'd see a story about like a house fire and he'd be like, oh, what if that had been what's his face? Like for the whole episode, like every little thing he flips out. And it's meant to be funny, but it's based on reality. That's what parents go through on a regular basis. It was just exaggerated for the episode. But no, I remember when we brought my daughter home from the hospital, it was bizarre because my husband and I both experienced the same thing, which is strange. We were going on the highway 50 miles an hour, and that's slow because this was like a 70-mile-an-hour highway.
Right.
We're going 50 miles an hour, and we both felt like we were going a million miles an hour, even at 50. Like it just felt fast. Like it
This is
literally
the drive
physically
home
felt
from
fast. Yeah, from the hospital. It felt like we were Speedy Gonzales, and we were like freaking out, and we're going 50 miles an hour, and it felt like we were on a roller coaster. It was crazy.
That's like where you just gotta get home and get inside and like
Yeah.
close that door and like tend to that baby. Like
Yep. It was
I
so
remember that.
crazy. Like we both felt it. Like, man, we are going so fast.
when I was in the hospital, both my kids, my son was a gigantic, huge baby. He was 10.5 pounds when he was born. He was So like, thank God for my wife's doctor, because my wife's doctor said something like, I don't even think they're not supposed to like, I don't think doctors supposed to like tell you what decision you should make, right? But I think my wife's like, should I like have a C-section? And my wife's doctor went, you should definitely have a C-section. So
Yes,
both of
you
my
should
kids,
when it's
yeah,
10.5 pounds.
both of my kids are born, and they even said that he was supposed to be like 9.5, and they recommended it. He ended up being 10.5. But so both my kids are born C-section. But when my son was born, they put me in a room with him because they had to like stitch my wife back together, kind of, like another TMI maybe. But basically, I go back to this room and they're like, okay, here's your boy, and they put my son in my arms, and then they're like, we'll be back soon, and they left, and I was like, I've pretty much never even held a baby. Like, can someone come tell me what I'm supposed to do? Like, and he wasn't crying or anything. Thank goodness. If he was crying, I think I probably would have just walked straight out of the room and be like, I need some help. Like, but it was wild for sure, wild.
Sup, kid? So
yeah, imagine all the training you have to get just to flip burgers at McDonald's. You get less training to raise a human being. It's bizarre. There's no training manual. There's no nothing. Just here's the baby and good luck.
It definitely is bizarre.
The content,
Definitely
ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you guys. Tonight was excellent as usual. It was so good to be Lola again and be with you guys.
I can say that I am thrilled and excited to get you guys out into this open world and let you guys go. And this first town has got a lot of really cool stuff in it. That you can circumvent altogether if you choose not to go to it, So we shall see. And I think we get out of here next session, but we might end on the getting out of the mine. So we'll just have to see. Exciting.
See, but you said that, so now I'm feeling incentivized to make sure it doesn't happen.
Yep.
I don't like following the rules.
That sounds pretty accurate. So.
Well, I'm covered in tar and feathers. Please,
that's true.
Ord looks like.
I'm poisoned, so I need to get out of here.
Yo, bro.
Man, I feel like I'm a wampa right now, right? I feel like I look like a giant wampa right now, and that's not good.
A wampa?
Yeah, the giant Yeti from. I should have just said Yeti.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
damn thing that
I'll just pick those feathers off, bro.
just completely slaps Luke around. It's just this giant, like, I don't know why I defaulted to Wampa when I could have just gone like Abominable Snowman or like Yeti or literally anything else. But nah, I defaulted to Wampa for some reason.
Wampum.
I'm a giant feathered cryptid right now. Like
you're a moonkin.
Yo, there it is.
There we go. I guess Ord currently looks like a moonkin right now.
Base.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head to bed.
Alright, y'all.
Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah, bro.
You guys have a great end of the week.
Yep.
Yeah. Y'all as well.
Yep.
Are we down to are we back to just Wednesdays, or is it still doubles? Mondays? Wait, what?
We didn't really double.
We could do a dub if you wanted. Well, let's reconvene on like Sunday or something, right? We'll get in touch and see how everybody's feeling.
Yeah, because I don't normally like to do 2 nights, but hubby's out of town Monday, so just saying.
So he'll never know.
Well, no, I only don't double up because I don't want to not spend time with him, but he won't be in town, so he doesn't care.
There it is, the content.
You should hear him when I'm doing this. Like he he sits right next to me while I'm doing this.
He does?
Until about 10, then he goes to bed. But, like, sometimes I'll be saying something like, so, have you ever, risen anybody from the dead? And I hear him leave, like, yeah, all the time. Like, he answers me. This is hysterical.
That's pretty funny. That's funny. I dig it.
Yeah, all the time. Like, yeah, I'm like full-time necromancer. Like, duh. Like, you're not.
Because I'm sure from his perspective, hearing just one part of a conversation is very odd. Some of the things I say probably sound very strange taken out of context.
Yeah, dude.
So
the
he
other
sits
day I was
there
talking,
and just laughs at me.
Yams, did I tell you the other day I was talking to my homie, Mr. Funky himself, RK Lunk.
Yo, Big Lunk.
And I mean, he popped in here. He popped in a Discord or something, and I was like, what did I say? I said something like, I said, "What's up, baby angel?" Or I said, what's up, Goldilocks or something? What's up, Blondie? Or I don't remember what. My wife poked on question. She's like, "Who are you talking to?" And I was like,
There it is.
Say what now? Yo, man, I tell you, bro, it's my brother Lunk, bro. Don't worry about nothing.
It's
Lunk.
Blondie.
It's Blondie Lunk, yo. That's the best, bro. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
bro. This was a solid session, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We done did it, some would say, bro. We moved past the
No, we did. We're still in the cave.
well, yeah, that's true. We're still in the cave. We moved past the hostage negotiation section, bro. All right, the beetle did its thing. Rorg is with us. We got some solid RP between the four of us. I loved it. Oh my God, my dear brother Ordvik, he's tarred and feathered, but I mean, little by little, bro. I mean, every chance I get, bro, I just want to pluck a feather from him, bro. I gotta help clean him, bro.
Nope. You know what? You just said that,
Yo,
and
bro.
I didn't put one and one together. That I just delivered that entire like this is my duty and my path, but I'm covered in feathers and tar, looking like a total mess.
Miss, bro. Solid
that's fine.
session. Solid session.
Yeah, solid. But y'all,
All right.
Solid,
Good night for real
have a
this
good
time.
one.